except where them hands, where them holes, where them throws, you know what I'm saying? Cecil.
I apologize for this really terrible lighting, but I'm on this laptop in this room. My name is Cecil Washington. I am the creator of Cecil Ryu Martial Arts, specifically Cecil Ryu Taekwondo. Taekwondo is known for punching and kicking. We also cross train in Judo, which is known for throwing and pinning with some exposure to Western boxing, and Kyusho Jitsu. And the reason why I'm going to comment on this video is because, to me, the deputy sheriff in here shows the tenets of Taekwondo extremely well. He shows courtesy, integrity, self-control, and indomitable spirit. So my kudos are off to him. I probably shouldn't be using my channel to give attention to other people, but hey, I do. If they're doing a good job, I want to big up them for doing a good job. Now, having said all that, the sheriff's deputy also made one mistake that, yes, even though I'm about to critique him, I am guilty of this myself. And this is something I call, he forgot he was black. He forgot he was black, and that's how he ended up in that situation. Not that the person who was aggravating the situation wasn't wrong. Yes, he was wrong. But the sheriff's deputy forgot he was black. So let's take a look at this video that's coming up. And so special shout out to Inside Edition for letting me fair use this clip. But basically it comes down to he forgot he was black. And if you ever forget that you're black, you can fall back on your Taekwondo tenets, especially those of self-control and courtesy. What's ironic about this is that the last time I forgot I was black, it was a black cop who reminded me that I'm black and I'd better take care of what he was telling me to take care of in case I got accosted by a racist, like this sheriff's deputy does.
This is why I train in martial arts.
Now she's going to say it's a terrifying moment. It's a terrifying moment, all right. Not just for the cop, but for the racist, who got scared because all he could see was a black man with a gun, not a freaking deputy with a gun.
A terrifying moment at the IRS office. A taxpayer comes in to do some business and is confronted by the security guard who pulls his gun. But the taxpayer has a gun too because he's in uniform for his job as a deputy sheriff. Les Trent tells you what happened next.
What happened was that the security officer forgot he was black.
A sheriff's deputy stops by the IRS with a routine question about his taxes.
Because he thinks that he can just do that because, you know, he forgot he was black. He thought he could go just like everyone else, just like other officers have. And if you look at longer versions of this story, look at the full footage, other officers who happen to not be black come to the scene and say, I come through here all the time with my uniform on and ask tax questions. I don't know why they're not letting him. They're not letting him because he's black.
He has no idea the terrifying standoff that's about to erupt. A security guard tells him he has to remove his gun. The deputy says he can't do that and walks away.
At that point, he probably remembered that he's black. I can't just remove my gun. Somebody might take it and I could lose my job and it's dangerous. But if he hadn't remembered that he was black, the racist officer, the racist security guard is about to remind him.
That's when the guard pulls his weapon and aims it right at the deputy.
Because the deputy's black.
Thinking, wow, this man's going to shoot me in my back. Because I could hear the anger in his voice.
An urgent call was placed to 911, but there's not one word that the guy they were concerned about was a deputy.
Because he's black. Now let me move me out the way.
Got a taxpayer at the IRS office that has a gun and he won't leave the premises. Right?
Because he's black.
Work at the IRS, I'm IRS employee.
What's he doing?
He's got a gun and he won't leave.
The deputy, Alan Gaston, does try to leave, but the guard blocks the elevator door.
I asked him about 5 or 6 times, just move your foot so I can go. Nope, you're not going anywhere.
Imagine their surprise when the Toledo, Ohio Police Department got there and realized the allegedly dangerous intruder was their colleague from the county sheriff's department.
Their colleague who's black.
What happened when the police showed up?
The police were extremely confused. They did ask him, you do know he is a full-time deputy sheriff? And he said yes.
The tables were turned. Instead of the deputy being charged, the security guard was arrested for aggravated menacing. Deputy Gaston still can't believe what happened.
He should believe it. He's having a hard time believing it because not everybody who's not black is a racist. And he's probably worse with people who are not black all the time. And he doesn't get treated like that. Because I personally believe that most people are not racist. And most people behave like they're not racist. And yet, all it takes is one idiot.
We're supposed to be on the same team.
Right?
The security guard has pled not guilty to the menacing charge. The deputy and his wife have filed a civil suit against the guard and the security companies that employ him.
Thank you, Inside Edition. Again, that's what happens when you forget you're not black. And any of us who's black is subject to forget that we're not black because we don't walk around thinking of ourselves as belonging to a particular race or skin color. We just go through our lives. One thing that can help you go through your life well, in fact, is if you practice the tenets of Taekwondo. He showed courtesy. Even though the guard was drawing a weapon on him, he maintained self-control. His indomitable spirit has let him decide to pursue charges, which he should. He had the integrity to not try to pull his jurisdiction on the guy. He's like, no, I'm going to handle this professionally. I'm going to let my colleagues come here. Someone called 911. I'm going to have the integrity to obey the law and not abuse my power. So he showed courtesy, integrity. He persevered through the ordeal, has self-control, and he's definitely got an indomitable spirit. So I don't know if he's a Taekwondoan or not, but he certainly behaved like we should all aspire to as Taekwondo and Judo practitioners and human beings, period. I'm just glad that the situation was resolved without anybody getting hurt, and I'm really glad that the security guard was charged with something. Because like I say, you should go on YouTube and watch the full video. It comes out that it's not even a federal building. It's just a federal office. And he's in a federal office. The town has jurisdiction over that area. It just happens to be a federal office there, not a federal building. So, in the end, justice prevailed. And I also hope that justice prevails in that civil suit. And if you're a praying person, please pray for me, for the deputy, and all the rest of us who from time to time, I'm sorry, we forget that we're black. So thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this with people who like to talk about the martial arts. And peace.